Whenever you're being possessed by an entity or maybe a legion, depending on what is in you, you tend to look like them. You start to... Now, I've seen people who would be delivered and they would change. It is either they change complexion or they slightly change. That when you see them, it's not the hair, it's not the complexion, but something is off. Now, in my situation, I had very sensitive people around me that could really pick up any new thing or change in the atmosphere. Yes. Another thing I would also want to share with you guys is that is after my deliverance during that period, man, I went through the hottest deliverance that, when they give you thorough 8 days, 6 to 6, or maybe you would not eat for 2 days. The demon in you is stubborn. That was what I went through. It was not a joke. And the thing is that after the deliverance, they would monitor you. It was bad. It was bad. I hated the fact that I had a laptop. In fact, people that did not really have a laptop, they were good. Even a phone, maybe they were just using a small phone. They had no idea what God did for them. Because when you're given freedom to do things, it is always disastrous at the end. And that was my story. Sharing with you the few things I learned while I was on that field. I don't know. Stop looking at me as from one monster. Many of you are possessed, but you don't know. Anyways, there were things I noted down. Whenever praises was, maybe they were singing genuine praises, not this modern days worship songs that they say is worship, but it's not really moving mountains. You get what I'm saying? So whenever, especially olden days songs were going on, I would start to feel uncomfortable. I would start to hear voices in me that were not me. As a human being, you would also have me. You might have, oh Lord, calm down. You would hear yourself talk here. You would also hear yourself talk here. You have the inner voice in you as a human being, or maybe that reasoning voice some people have. The voices I would hear were not mine, and they were talking as though 1,000 in one, in unity. Another thing I mastered during that period was I could easily tell who was possessed. Now, when you're looking